This is my type of place. No tracks on the beach, no one around, just me and the ocean. But it's nice to have a few of the finer things in life. For me, that's coffee. Welcome to my own cafe.
Best views going around, I reckon.
So, when it comes to coffee, I'm a bit of a particular creature. I like a mug that works, a nice easy way to heat my water, and an effective coffee making device. For me, that's the AeroPress. Super hardy and resilient. Broken a lot of glass plungers and stuff. And yeah, this thing just keeps living on forever. Also like good coffee. What's good coffee? Well, I found this particular coffee that goes really well for me. It just so happens to be one of the cheapest ones on the market. It's medium ground and medium roasted, which I reckon produces the best flavors when it comes to coffee. Oh, you want to know what it is? Well, maybe ask me in the comments for that one. It's hard enough to get it on the shelf anyway, so yeah, the more people chasing it, the less there is for me. I tend to stock up when I'm coming to these situations as well, in the middle of nowhere, because of who knows how long you might be out here. Maybe you'll be out here forever. Oh, really been digging having a kettle instead of using a stove to heat water all the time. My kettle's powered by the sun, and yeah, it saves carrying extra fuel. It's pretty convenient and easy, to be honest. And sometimes it's about that. So you can enjoy being places like this. Kettle's on the boil. Let's have a bit of a look at this AeroPress. So, pretty basic. It's just essentially a plunger, but reversed around, I guess. Took out those pathetic paper filters that they come with. Like, who wouldn't rather use a $2 stainless steel filter from eBay? Probably should come with that AeroPress if you're listening. Also, a double plunger. That wouldn't go astray, making coffee for two people. Well, while my kettle boils, I'm going to ramble on about some stuff for a while. The first being, how good's this big, beautiful blue ocean behind me? I've been kicking around here for it's spectacular. Pretty amazing out there. Whether it's surfing, diving, scrambling around rocks, just living the dream in general. I can't get enough of it, eh? Soon I'm going to have to move on, but not before a coffee. So I've been drinking this stuff lately. Milk Lab Oat. It's not what I thought it would be. These are kind of like the premium milks and, well, milk alternatives. Not really a fan of the moo juice anymore. Still don't mind the taste of it, but I'm just not sure it's all that good for you. It's all about the taste and like being healthy for me. So yeah, I feel like plant-based alternatives, maybe a bit more of both of those. Anyway, this oat milk. Very few ingredients and very tasty. I find I'm using like half as much as what I would have used before, which was that like Calci Plus So Good or whatever it is. And it's super creamy, which is exactly what you want in a milk. Anyway, back to this coffee making. So, every good coffee starts with a prime mug. What's a prime mug, Shano? Well, get some heat into that thing so it doesn't suck all the heat out of your coffee, especially it looks sunny out here today. Well, it is sunny, virtually not a cloud in the sky, but it doesn't stop it from being chilly. Right? Right. All right, that mug's priming. I'm gonna get some coffee in the AeroPress. This is that one I was talking about. So medium ground, medium roast. Maybe 3 of these bad boys. I do like my coffee pretty strong. Now, because I'm not an idiot, I'm going to reboil my kettle. These pop-up kettles, they do the job, but got a hot... You idiot, Shane. Can I save it? Yeah, I can save it. What a rookie move. Too much talking to the camera. Not enough thinking about what I'm doing. Let's get a bit more back in there. Sorry, table. Covered in coffee dust. All right, where was I? Back to boiling the kettle. Pop-up kettle. Not the best, these ones. The heat disappears out of them straight away. And to be honest, you've got to hold the button on to get it to boil properly. Well, I do in my one. My mate doesn't, but maybe it's just a sign that they're not quite designed with the right tolerances. Anyway, water's boiled. Get rid of that primed water. Turf it nice and high so the heat dissipates out of the droplets before it hits the ground or somebody else that you might accidentally throw it on. All right, hot water goes in. Kind of fill it till it looks like it's full, but you need to make sure all those coffee grinds have got exposure to that water. So usually give it a stir. Get right into those corners, using the end of the spoon instead. 15 seconds or so should do it. I reckon the time that you are leaving this water in here has a huge impact on what your coffee tastes like. Too long, it starts getting pretty bitter. I'm not a fan of a bitter coffee. Just let that sit for about 30 more seconds. Might as well enjoy the view. When it comes to the plunging, well, it's pretty much just a little bit of weight on there. You don't want to have too much. I find the weight of my noggin does a really good job, so I just kind of put my hands there as a little bit of a cushion. Just stick the weight of my head on there. If I do that, the coffee seems to push through at a nice rate, and you don't get any blowouts anywhere. What do I mean by a blowout? Well, an involuntary hot coffee shower. Just ask me mate Cheggy about that one. If you'd like to know more about Cheggy, let me know in the comments. And yep, old mate, you who asked for more about Sean of the One Board Quiver, that's coming. Don't think I've forgotten about you. Just gonna wait till I'm catching up with him next to get some quality footage of all that's Sean of the all that is Sean of the One Board Quiver and whitewater barrels. Coffee's in. Give this stuff a good shake. Yeah, it makes a difference. Any plant-based milk, really. Oh, yeah. Happy days. Perfect way to start the day. Might be time to go get a few waves now. What do you reckon?
Yeah.